Good morning, my social media fam. For those that do not know who I am Lisa Reynolds. So I come to you today and we are going to create a stacked rhinestone template. So I use Corel Draw 2018, and as you can see on the welcome screen, there's several ways that you can purchase Corel Draw. You see, new in 2023, you can do an annual plan where you can pay monthly, which is the latest and greatest version. You can do a one-time purchase of $439. And with this Monday reload, save $70 on your first year, plus get Paint Essentials 8 free, worth $49.99. Okay, so this is something that you can look into if you're interested in getting Corel Draw. So what we're going to do today is do a stacked rhinestone design. So there are several ways you can get into Corel Draw. You can do it right here by hitting the plus button, or you can go here, hit new, or you can go here, file, new. So always know there's always more than one way to do something with software. So you can set your sizes here, and we're just doing 12 by 12 because rhinestone template paper is always 12 inches in width. You can do it landscape, you can do it portrait, always leave it at the portrait. So let's click OK. What I use to make my rhinestone templates is the Rhinestone Wizard. I have the most recent one, which is the 5.0 Pro. You can go to the Rhinestone World. There's also separate ways to be able to purchase that. You can go to the Rhinestone World website to check out the Design Wizard. There's also maybe I think like a 30-day free trial to let you try it out. So let's get started. My girlfriend wants a unique shirt, so I figured I'd take you guys through the process with me. So I'm going to start by typing out the word unique. Hit the text tool, which is the letter A. Drag it out. Go back to my pre-pick hand, and then I'm going to choose what font I'd like to use. And so as you can see, I have a lot of TRW fonts. You can get actual rhinestone fonts from the Design Wizard. You can also import your own fonts into the Design Wizard. But I don't too much fool with the font, and any of the other fonts because they're like licensing rules and I don't have time for none of that. So I use fonts from other different places uh, that relate to the people that I purchase my items from so that I don't have any licensing issues. So right now we're going to just use regular text because I am going to use one of the TRW fonts that I already have. So when I do the stack designs, I first of all will always make a copy the TRW 3010 rhinestone font. You can do it only in the upper. So I have to go back. Well, I know there's another font that I use that uses the lower, and it is the TRW Basic. So here you can see you get a preview of the font. I paste these in my favorites. Here's the buttons here to move to your favorites and to add to your favorites and to remove from your favorites on the Design Wizard. So I know that it is the TRW Basic. And see, that's the sticky flock if you want the numbers individually. It puts the boxes around them. But I like the rhinestone font because I send it to the machine and it just makes it. And all I have to do is take it and put the rhinestones in and apply it to the shirt. So we're going to take this one. We're going to make a copy. Always make a copy. And always save your work. So we're going to save this as NIQU, unique stacked. And you save it. So now we're going to go back to the text tool and we're going to do unique in uppercase. And then when you go here, you see the preview is that it has to be in uppercase in order for it to work. And so we will click. I think I need to go down. I don't know why it does that. And what I've learned with the software is that depending on what type of system you have will determine how the software works for you, especially this Design Wizard Pro. You can go online and you can find somebody that has this Design Wizard Pro and they would show you the how they do it. But you go to your computer and then you can't replicate what they did. It's because of the different types of systems that we all use. I learned that when I follow Matt on the Rhinestone world, Matt has a customized computer and it is his software. So the software is made for his computer. So there are certain things that he does that we can't do. Or we can do it. You just have to play around with your computer system and find out how the software will work with your computer. So I am on a Dell Experion 15 3000. So people that have a Dell computer will see that what I'm doing that they are probably able to do as well if they're working on a Dell. If you're not working on a Dell and it doesn't work for you, what I'm showing you, then you have to play around with your system to find out what works for you. So I do both of these because they're both different. As you can see, the 3010 is wider. So I tend to use the basic rhinestone font here when I have a lot of letters. When you don't have too many letters, you can use unique. And here I like the way unique looks here because there's only 6 letters. So we're going to go with the 3010. So still set these to the side just in case I might need to use them. I might change my mind. So we set those to the side. I make duplicates to set to the side as well. That's Control D will duplicate once you highlight and set that one off to the side so I have it. Okay. So we're going to stack. And so again, I'll make several duplicates of this. You can do however many stacks you like to do. I like to do 5. One more. Where did it go? There it is. You can choose your colors. What I learned is that not to use the palette here on the Corel Draw, but to use my palette on the Design Wizard because I will also show you how to do mock-ups and simulate the rhinestones so that they are actual rhinestones. So what I would do is take each one of these and change the color. We can leave that one black. I like over here to the palette. Let's use the rhinestone palette. We can change this one to sapphire. We can change this one to amethyst. We can change this one to citrine, which is yellow. And let's use a pink, TRW pink. What the heck? Let's just change this one to red cyan. Okay. You can use your mouse to increase to zoom in and out, or you can go up here to this box and it will zoom in and out. You see no one. If you want 150, go in, change it. You can do it that way. So I have a mouse, so I just roll it in and out. So I'm going to show you how to stack. It has a unique showing in the middle. Me personally, I like to stack them all and then have the word spelled out at the end. And I always double check spelling. It's just a habit. I always check my spelling, and I unique. Okay, always check your spelling. Alrighty, it's just a habit, even though I know I'm spelling correctly. It's just a learned behavior. So we're going to take our first set, bring them together, and how I easily line up is that if it has the E, it's easy for me because I'm going to take it up to the second dot of the E. So I take my arrow button, I zoom in as much as I possibly can so I can see. Okay, what did I do there? Re-highlight it. Oh, I forgot a step. I have to go see how none of the dots are, and I automatically have it set. Okay, I totally missed steps. Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back. Uh-oh, undo that. So what we have to do is size these. Size the stone so you have 6 SS, 10 SS, 16 SS. Typically, everyone uses the 10 SS stones. So let's move this back out the way. Right? Let me zoom it down. And we are going to make them 10 SS stones. 10 SS stones are measured at 0.13 inches, so not all stones are the 10 SS. Would you like to replace the stones? We're going to say yes. And voila. See how they all highlighted? Okay, there we have it. So now we have to go and do each and every last one of these. Or you could copy and paste this one, then change the colors. But since they're already here, we're going to change them the way they are. So let's go back. Let's go to the purple or amethyst. Click 10SS. Oh, I love the design wizard. It is a very unique software. When I first got it, I was very irritated because I would watch videos and I could never get it to do what the people were doing on the video. But somebody that has worked on a computer in corporate America, I know that there's always more than one way to do something. So I had to work with the software and not let the software work me, but me work the software. So now I'm able to come to you today in confidence and make these wonderful videos. I don't like to copy other people's things. I found that when I make unique items for my fancy website, which is on Etsy, Fancee with 2 E's, those items are what sell for me. So let's get started now that we've done that. So again, I will take the design. I'm good at lining up, but if you are not, you can go up to File, go to View, go to Grid, Document Grid, and it will bring up lines for you to line up your. This helps a lot. And then you can go back to View, go back to Grid, take it off. And then there are also rulers here that you can drag down. Help you line your stuff up. You got one that way. Come on, puppy. I hope I didn't delete it. That's the first time okay, there we go. I was about to say. And then you have a ruler that you can drag from this way if you want to center. And you see the rulers on each side. Ruler there, ruler there. So Corel Draw is pretty cool. You can even create, I'll also show you how to create a rhinestone without, if you don't have the software, right? So let's do that now. You can just take the ellipse, make a circle, and you know the size is 0.13. And voila, you have a rhinestone circle, right? So much more tedious. You'd have to set it up, right? So that is one way to make a rhinestone circle within CorelDRAW without having the design wizard, okay? So let's get rid of that. And let's get back to the task at hand. So I'm pretty good at lining things up. So we're just going to scroll this up. And this is another way to know how to line up. I use, in this case, if there's an E in your design, I just always go with the E because it's so much easier to line it up with the E. And I'm going to go up to the second dot of the E. So I'll bring this up, make sure that the dots somewhat cover each other as they are even on the E, the I, and the N, as you can see at the bottom, and even going over the Q. So now I'm moving in the right direction. I will take it all the way up, and I will take it up to the second, only the second E showing on the red. Then I will go over, unclick, so that we come off of the design, and anything that's showing red, we want to get rid of that's overlapping the blue. So all red. So we'll take the red there and delete it, delete it. You could take your shift button and highlight them all at the same time. Shift, click, shift, click, shift, click. And then come over here and just hit your delete button. Remove the shift. Wait, why is it not working? Shift, shift, delete. There we go. So you can hit your shift button to delete multiples at one time. I just take them one by one. And then when there's several, you just go versus doing it this way with the box, which you can do and hit a couple. You can go here as well. It's free. And it'll go around however you want it to go. And hit the delete button. Another method is to take it, the red is behind the blue, go over here and bring the red, click the red by itself and bring it to the front. Right? Just click it, delete it. Or you could take the blue and take it to the back. And there's the red. Come to the front and just delete it. Take the blue, take it to the back, hit the red, delete it. Right? So everything red that's overlapping the blue has to go. Gotta go. So you could take it, continue to do it. Oops, undo that. Take the blue to the back, delete it. See mine, I have to click off, click back on, and then delete it. Everybody's system is different. It may not do that for you. You can just click on it and it'll go away for you. Again, you have to play with your system and see what works for you. Let's see, how do I want to do that one? So we're going to take all of those and get rid of them at one time. Highlight them, delete them. I'll figure out that when I'm done. Maybe we can just bring that over a little bit. Oops. Bring it over one time. Okay, as you can see that there are a couple here. You can hit the shift button, click them all, take the blue to the back, bam, highlight them, delete the reds. Continue to do it until they're all gone. So when you see stack designs that are vector, they are easily able to put the whole spelling in the middle of the design. I have not tried that yet, so we're going to do that together today to see how it's going to work. Anything that's touching the design, I just get rid of. There's a number of ways you can do it. I like it. Oops. I like it the way, yeah, we could take that one away. I like the space the way it is, but I will also show you how you can equal the spacing to bring it closer. I like it the way it is, but everybody has their preference because we are all unique in our craft. So the way I may like for it to look may be different for you. So hit the shift. Let's go ahead and do all these together. Take the blue to the back. Booyah. Delete, 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 delete. Yeah. Oh, and always save your work. Consistently save your work. Career draw could clunk out on you at any time. I have learned that the hard way, let me tell you. And I'd have to start over again. So let's continue to get rid of all of the red. And I normally will save after I clean up each letter. Today I'm just so excited to have you guys with me. That I'm forgetting to do my steps. And Lord knows I don't want to start over and save. Save after each letter. So then I zoom in to see what it looks like. Isn't that beautiful? So now, this is a good example of just leaving the unique spelled out in the middle. Well, I would use the third one because there I'm doing the stack of 5. So it would be the third letter that I would leave spelled all the way out. So since I already did that, I like to use that tool there. And now we're going to move up the second letter. And if you feel comfortable with leaving your document grid with all the lines up, you can leave it up as a guide. It's totally whatever your preference is. Right? Everybody works differently. I've been doing this for quite some time, so I'm pretty good at lining up. And some people just have a good eye altogether. And see, I always just focus on the E. Bam! You see how beautiful that lined up? The ends lined up, the eyes lined up. And so I always take it up so that the only, hey, what happened here? God diggity dog. So when something like that happens, just undo and see it automatically highlights it back. And then I can keep it moving up. Let me zoom it back in. Go up and only leave the second portion. And it's okay that it doesn't line up here because that is the lineup of here, not from here. So you don't pay attention to that. And then we go. Now, what has to go? The blue. Anything overlapping in blue from here because we only want the pink. So we will concentrate on getting rid of the blue. So our goal is to attack the blue. If you keep that in your mind, you won't tend to get confused as to what you're doing. That's why I kind of like to do it one by one. Or again, like I said, you can highlight, hit shift, click all of what you want. Go over here, take it to the back. Booyah. See, I had to remember I'm attacking the blue. You gotta keep the color in your head. Oh, I missed that one. Well, you start deleting the wrong colors. Done it several times in my process of learning how I wanted to get this done. Lots of practice. I know in the second design I moved that over one time, so you just have to remember to move it over. Oh, I got rid of all of this. You don't want any of the other color to overlap your new color. Shift, take it to the back, click it again. Oh shoot, what did I do? See, undo. That's how come I'd click off and go back in and delete. No blue should overlap your pink. So I just like to do them one by one and see how I forgot to still save after each letter. Because sometimes Corel Draw will close out on you. I don't know what it's about, but at least your work is saved. The one good feature about Corel Draw is that Corel Draw will also create a backup of your design. If it just so happens to close, but it will only be a backup of what you've already saved. Okay, so let's go to the next letter. We are attacking anything that overlaps the pink. Blue is the target. And I just take my time and just do one by one, because I don't like to have to undo and repeat stuff, so I just take my time and do it one by one. No stone should overlap. These are rhinestones. It's different when you're dealing with vector. Here, these are rhinestones. These are circles where your rhinestones are going to fit into. So we can't have anything overlapping. Save. We are attacking anything that overlaps pink. Blue is our target. Booyah, 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 booyah. Shift, click, click. Take it to the back. Rid of the blues. Shift, click, shift. Take it to the back. Get rid of the blues. It's like a rhythm. We are part of the Rhythm Nation. So I'm excited to finally come to you guys to create wonderful videos to help people that are looking to get into the rhinestone business. It's very tedious. It's not something that you're gonna learn how to do overnight. So now that we at the third one, when people do the vector, this is what I see, that this is where they have the lettering spelled out in the middle. So you can keep it like that. Take another one of your designs. Bring it up and over. And we know that with the E, we only have two dots on the E coming out here. So you can take, let's see, let's highlight that a little, zoom it in a little more. I want to zoom it in to where I have the entire screen where I can see. Let's just move it up a little more. Take the arrow button and move it up some. Oh, so the difference here, we're doing it from the top. So this is my first time doing this with you guys. So take it from the bottom, delete it. See how you got the two? Let's see how that's gonna play out for us. Beautiful. I lined that up with perfection, baby. And see, then you could continue that same process. Oh, that's beautiful. That is just wonderful. Huh. Okay. Well, we might as well continue with this since I've done it. And then we'll make a whole nother one. See, I normally just bring it all the way down and then spell it at the end. That's just wonderful, people. And I did it with you guys. Do I want to keep this yellow? Yeah, let's keep it yellow. What the hell? And we're going to do the same process. Bring it up close enough to be able to line it up. I'm good at lining up, so again, you can have the document grid up. We're going to go down to that two dots at the E here. See, make sure it's all highlighted. Get rid of it. And so I'm going to make this video nice and sweet and short because I think that you guys have the grasp of it all. You could take it up as high as you want. Just do not allow the stones to overlap because when we take it to cut it out, you don't want the holes to cut over one another. Beautiful, people. Now what I didn't do, first save the work, and remember how I moved that end out. See how close those circles are? Just take it and move it over one step. I believe I did it for the purple. I didn't. Just move it over one time. Because as I mentioned, these are holes. These are holes. We're going to cut holes. And those are where the stones lay. So to perfection. One thing, let me show you how to use the spacing tool in the event. I like my gap like that. I think it's really cool. But I'm just going to show you how you can use the spacing tool to connect. So we're going to take the blue, we're going to take the shift button, we're going to highlight every last one of these stones, going all the way around the circle of the O, continuing to hold the shift button while we click each circle. And then we're going to bring it around to this blue. We're going to go here. This says replace stones to make equal spacing. We click that and see mine. If it needs more stones, it will automatically add them. I have the most update design wizard. Other design wizards, you probably have to manually add the stones. The Stone Wizard 5 will automatically add the stones. And then you go here, clear the path of the selected object, and see how it took the line away. And booyah. Then all you need to do is go back and change that to blue. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? I just think it's cool the way it is. So let's go ahead and fill it all the way in. Let's do the end. So we'll take, click, shift, take it all the way up, click the respaced stones. Booyah! See how it cleared the path. And change those, shift, click all of those, and change them back to red. Bam! Save your work, people, save your work. So this one, let's do the same. Click, click, click with the shift button, click the blue, equal. See, too many stones. I think we can minus a stone. Now, that doesn't work. See, like I said, everybody's system is different. So, let's try that without the top one. Let's see, does that work? Booyah, it worked perfectly. See, that's why I said everybody's system works different. I took the top one off, and here we have it. Clear the path. Take this one, turn it back to blue, and then we'll do the same thing here. Shift, 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 click, shift, click, shift, click, shift, click, shift, click. Space. I continue to hold the shift button when I do that. I don't know. It's a habit. Everybody's system is different. You can try it with or without. Change those back to red. Bam. Even. Even. The U here. Where did that U go? This one's off a little. Let's see. Shift, click. See how that works. Beautiful. Clear the path. Go back. Change that to blue. Save your work. Guess we can do this one as well. Shift, click, shift, click, shift, click. Place the stones. Beautiful. Clear the path. Change it to red. See, matches up. Okay, let's do the end. Shift, click, shift, click. Place the stones evenly. Clear the path. Booyah. Change that to blue. Beautiful, people. Beautiful. But then you have to go and do them all. So let's do the inside of the O. See, there's a space there. Shift click all the way around. Place stones to make equal spacing. Oh, undo. I forgot to click which one I wanted to connect with. That's a difficult one. Let's see. Let's try that one. See what it looks like. Shift click, shift, hold your shift button all the way around. Equal spacing. Booyah. See, it automatically added the stone. Clear the path. But then now we need to take shift click all the way back around and change it back to red. Save your work. So you have to go to each and every last one of these and do them individually. Each color. Okay, I screwed up again because I forgot to add where I wanted to connect to. And equal spacing, clear the path, change this one back to blue. Let's do it over here. Like people think doing rhinestones is easy, like you can do it at a click of a button, and that is not the case. There are lots of times where you're doing designs and doing letters that, as you can see, needs cleanup work. So let's go here, and then this is a multicolor, which means that we got a lot of cleanup to do. So people think that when you do this, excuse me, that it's just something that you do at a click of a button. And that is not the case, people. It's just not the case. So now that you can really appreciate us creators that create these designs when you place orders, that it takes time to bring you brilliant work. Save your work, people, save your work. So even if this was all the same color, you still got to go in and do the work. Me personally, I like the space in between, so the designs that I had already created, I left them the way they were. Where's all these colors? And the colors is popping in like that because I got it set at the red cyan. So it'll consistently go back to that color. Yeah. You could change it each and every time, or just like me, just go in and change the colors. I just go in and change the freaking colors, or just leave it there, change it, and do the easy one fix. Save your work. So I thought it looked pretty cool with the spacing in between. But going forward, I probably, because people purchasing, they don't know, right? But as a designer, the creator, I know that I could fill in. And the wizard, if a space can't fit there, it's just going to space those out amongst. But if there's room, well, at least with this wizard, every wizard is different. The more upgrades that come of the design wizard, the better Matt has created the software to work in your favor. Save your work. So we're going to finish these off. You can size it to whatever size you want to size it. If you want the 10SS, 16SS, 6XS, but most standard is the 10SS, which is they also are called the 3mm stones. That is the mostly wide used stone, but as you see, the wizard will give you a variety of sizes. Kid designs probably are mostly done in the 6SS. And then there's a lot of designs that I've seen that that are used with the little bitty stones, the 6SS. Very detailed designs, like photos. People use photos. Some tend to use the 6XS stones. Okay, let's see. Booyah, baby. Let me see. I did the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, 1, 2. Yeah, see that curve? That's not working. Undo that. I chose the wrong one. So go here. Be very detailed and make sure that all of your designs match. That wasn't a perfect curve. Space. There you go. Perfect curve. See? Perfect curve. Clear the path. And then change those back to blue. And then easily shift, click, and change those back to the pink. Save your work. Beautiful, beautiful people, beautiful. What is this? Oh, see, I made a mistake and deleted a dot. And all you have to do is do Control D to create another one. And see how you synced all of that. It'll help you line it up. But it don't matter anyway because we're about to line it on up. So, Shift and click. About to space it on up anyway. Beautiful, just beautiful. So it doesn't matter. Change all of those back to blue and go change that back to pink and save the work. See how easy that was? So now we've done the top 3. And see, no spaces, no spaces, no spaces, no spaces. Oh, wait, we got some here. Let's go and do this one. Since we started the equal spacing, you gotta finish it out. Clear the path, change it to the blue, change that to the pink. And there you have it, people, equal spacing. Oh, we didn't do this one. We're going to do it from here because that's how the other one is done. Let's zoom it back out so that we can easily click on the circles. Clear the path. Change it back to blue. Change that one back to pink and save the work. You can see this one here needs to be done. So not hard work, right? But it has to be done. Oh, I screwed up. Let's go back. It automatically highlighted. Clear the path. Change them to the blue. Change that one stone back to pink. But it's just work that has to be done to bring your clients the best possible design possible. Okay, now this is going to be interesting. Are we going to space this? Are we going to space it to here? Let's see. Shift, space. See, match. So undo that. Now it has to be at least more than 2 stones. That's the catch. It has to be more than 2 stones. So I could probably actually add a stone there. And then just, doesn't matter whether it's Wait, we do have to make sure it's lined up because I don't think it's going to line it up for us. Let's see. But see, this is a U, this is not an O. So that's the difference. So we're going to undo that. And let's try to do it straight up. So that creates a problem because it overlaps. So we're going to go 1, 2, with the shift, 3, space. See, it doesn't work. So it's best to leave it the way it is. When it comes to that, these two at the bottom, you just leave them the way they are. Yeah. Because if you try to add one here, they don't line. It doesn't line up. Let's see. And it may not be enough space. Control D. May not be enough. Oh, wait a minute now. Oh, there's space there. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see what it looks like. That's doable. That's the only place I would add stones at is on the E. That's it. Everything else looks good. But again, it's your preference, it's your design. However you want the design to go, it is totally up to you. See how that overlapped? Cutting it close, cutting it close. See, let's see. But it fits. Like I said, I'm good at lining up, so those two link perfectly. And if we want some equal space in there, I see. Yeah, see, that doesn't work. Okay, so you have to leave it the way it is. You could probably put a little spacing in between if you want. Me personally, I would leave it off because then it doesn't line up with the rest of the design. No one else would know that, but for me personally, I take it off because I want my. Oh well, let's double back. That's what we got the rulers for. Bring the ruler down. And see how I put that extra dot there? Gotta go. See how the ruler helps you? And let's see if you was to put a circle there to show you how it doesn't line up with the rest of the design. See how it's over the ruler, and none of the other ones are over the ruler. So that is why that would be a no-go for me. Take the ruler back up. Save your design. And there you have it. Wonderful. This is the first time I did it with the spelling in the middle. Groovy. So now my customers, I can have them to choose whether they want it at the middle or at the end. And now we can get rid of all of these because we don't need them. And see, it's inside. You can put this however size. I have it as a 12 by 12 because even if you buy sheets of the Rocket template, that's the size you're going to get, a 12 by 12. So this fits inside the box wonderfully. And as you see, it measures 10.232 as far as the width, and the height is 7.145. So it is perfect. It will fit fine inside of the rhinestone template flock. Sticky flock is what they call it. Okay, so now that we have that, just bring up the infamous design wizard. And you can also say these aren't the colors that you want. You can highlight one of the stones. You can go to this middle one. See, it says at the bottom, it says left. Anything you roll over, it's going to come down here, right? So left click, same color, right? So if you left click on the mouse, you see how I highlighted all of the red. And then you can go in here and you can change the color, right? See how I changed the color? Let's change it back to red. Okay, you can do the same thing for the second one. Click on it, go to the middle one, left click on your mouse, highlights it all, change the color. Revert it back, just undo the button. And always use the palette. I use the rhinestone palette because I want to simulate them into stones. So that's what we're going to do now. So what I do is that I keep this. I always make a duplicate. Always make a duplicate. Oh, shoot. Okay. Undo. Zoom it down. Control D. Move it over to the side. Save. So, you can take this. Let me make another copy. You could take the whole design. And if you want it all to be crystal rhinestones, you just change it to one color, which I just normally take it to black. Right? And so you could copy this. I'm just looking to see if I could have brought that all the way up. Let's see. Let's test the waters. Control. But no, because stones are going to overlap. Oh, I'm supposed to be clicking shift. The stones will overlap. Yeah, see. No can do. I just thought I'd check it out. And that's why I just like for them all to come all the way down and then unique at the bottom. But that works too. That's cute. It works. It works. It works, people. I just let my customers choose. And so I would take this one, Control C, and copy it. Open up a whole new screen. Okay. Paste it here. It's never going to paste inside the box. I don't know why. But it'll never paste. It'll let you know where it's going to paste it so you can go get it. Sometimes you have to zoom down your screen. And so we're going to make the template. We're going to go to templates and we're going to do stone overcut. See at the bottom. It'll tell you at the bottom. Creates overcut on selected stone design. So we're going to click that. Not only is it going to give you the design, it's going to give you the border. So once it's done, it's going to cut it out evenly all the way around. Within Corel Draw, you have the cut plot CM4, and it'll take it straight there, and then we will cut it out, but I will show you how it comes up on the screen. On the cut master, to take it to the cutter, but then we're going to go back and I'm going to show you the mock-up before we go to the cutter. Depending on your system. I don't know if they have Corel Draw for the Mac. That's probably why I'm working on the Dell, because I'm not for certain if Corel Draw works on the MacBook. I do have a MacBook, And so that's why I'm saying no, because I would have downloaded this in a heartbeat because the Mac runs so much faster. So I bought this Dell laptop specifically for this software. Otherwise, excuse me, I would have had it on the Mac. So it's turned this way because the last time I used the cutter, my design was longer than the actual paper. Now the paper is 12, but depending on your cutter, the cutter is going to automatically scan your the template paper to let you know how much you could use. So mine always measures out to 11.075. The job is only 7.646. The height is 10.732. So I can go here and change it to the regular, and you see it fits within. Here you can change it. You can change it. Like if I change it to 10, if it only measured 10, as you see, my design wouldn't fit. So I would have to go here, turn it to the side for it to print within that size. So I could take it back to the 11.071, right? And then I can go back here and change it back to the normal size. And there it is. You see the border around it. It'll automatically cut the border around, which you will see when we go to the cutter. But for right now, we're going to go back and we are going, I save this, save this as unique, stacked, one color. And I got my shift on, so that's saved. So when I cut this out, I go to my girlfriend. I think she wants just the one solid color. So that's the one we're going to cut anyway. So you come back over here. We can get rid of that because we're done with that. And then we're going to take this one and we're going to copy this one. And we're going to open up a whole nother new file. And then we're going to paste that here. See, I told you it's never going to come in the box. And we're going to say this one as unique, simulated, stones, color. Well, let's say colored stones. And then we're going to save that. So now here's the fun part. We're going to simulate those stones. So we're going to click here. Click one. You could click any one. It doesn't matter. Hit the shift button. Go to the middle one. That's going to let us select that one color. Hey, what's going on here? Oh, I'm hitting the shift button. Duh. No shift button. Just left click your mouse. It highlights it. And we are going to go to the Mockup tab. And we're going to simulate the stones. Then we're going to clear the path. And when you zoom in, what do you, hey rhinestones, hey there Shoko. Simulate the stones, right? So now we're going to go click on the next row. We're going to left click here. It highlights all of the blue. And then we're going to simulate those stones. Hey Shoko. And then we're going to repeat the process. You can click on any stone, highlight them all, Simulate the stones. Clear the path, because the dots from behind will remain. And they still remain. You may have to do it several times. It depends on your system. Sometimes it clears the path for me, sometimes it doesn't. Left click, simulate the stones, clear the path. I'll clear the path again. I told you sometimes it may not even work then. I might still have to go in and see the stones are simulated. How beautiful. That's why I like the design wizard. Left click, simulate the stones, clear the path. I'll even take it and do it again and clear the path. But you'll know when you get ready to resize this design, either the dots from behind it have cleared or they haven't. So another wonderful thing is that you can make stones bling. So we're going to go over here, add bling. See, add bling, press ESC to stop adding bling, or you can just come right back here. You see how it highlights? As long as it's blue like that, you keep clicking that mouse, they're going to keep clicking. But they're always going to click in white. You're going to have to change the color. So let me see if I hit EXC. See, it doesn't do it for me. Oh, what'd I do? So, I don't know what I did. So, I just stick to what I know my computer works for me. And the blings are probably there. They come in crystal. They automatically come in crystal. So we'll find out when we put this on the shirt. So we're going to go up here. We're going to click and add bling. Or, you know what? I wait until I put it on the shirt because you can actually see them. So you can do it from here. You can do a mock-up from here and get a woman's shirt. I'll show you how I do it. Booyah. There it is. Just click on it. There's different shirts that you can choose from here. You can choose the V-neck. You can choose the burnout front. Well, that's what I have. The tri-fit, the long sleeve, the scoop neck, the tank top, V-necks. They're all installed in this product. And what's neat about this is that you can highlight the shirt and change it to whatever color you want. Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that just wonderful? But then you also have the Mockup wizard, and I'll show you in another video how I do that. But so for here, I just showed you how to do a quick product mockup, right? Me personally, I have my own that I use from the Mockup wizard, and I just made a copy of it because I use it so much that I just made a copy of it, right? So there's one stack. So what I do is that I just take this design out. I'll go get my simulated stones and I would just copy it. This is my mock-up for Etsy. Paste it here. It's telling you where it's going to show up at when it finally comes over. But you see, you can set your watermark. This is what these buttons are for. Set your watermarks. You could change it to whatever color you want. So I like the wizard. It is a very wonderful tool. So let's go here. You see I have my logo there as well to watermark my design. Let's just move it up. And it'll even give you lines to show you where it is marking up evenly on the shirt itself. I could take it and make it a little larger just so that it fits the shirt. That's one of the wonderful things about the mock-up. That's why I always make a copy, because this one you can resize it for it to fit your shirt. Okay, so now let's take it away and bring it back. Booyah. Always make sure my watermark, I can even resize my watermark. I actually made that, and see how it sits behind my design? I have it going to the back so that it sits behind my design. Okay, so now let's add some bling. You can put them wherever you want to put them. I just randomly put them places. Kind of try to put them on all of the different colors. Spread them out, you know. You can resize them. You can make them bigger. You have to come off the bling first, because every time you click, as long as that is highlighted in blue, wherever you click, it's going to continue to make bling. You can size them. So that was more than one. I clicked more than one time then. Yeah, see. Undo. Undo. Put it back. You can make it however big you want it, however small you want it. Okay, so we're going to change that one to the red. You can move it over. You can zoom in. See those wonderful stones? You can move in, set it on the actual stone, zoom it out, come over to the next one, zoom it out, give it a color, then actually move it on a stone. Oh no, I gotta hurry up. Let me get my battery charger, because soon as the Dell gives you a note that the battery is low, it will shut off. Give me 1 second. All right, we are in business. Okay, it did exactly what I said it was going to do. It cut off as soon as that's the thing about that deal. Okay, so let's get back to it. Luckily, my recording didn't stop. Okay, so we'll go here and we'll change that one to the pink. Like I said, you can zoom in. You can leave it where it's at, or you can put it directly on the stone. Just put it directly on the stone. Oh, it was on the stone. Okay, cool. Then we go over here to the amethyst. And there we have it. And then let's go over here to the yellow. Change that one. And then there we have it. Zoom it down. Again, you could change it, the shirt, to whatever color you want to change it to. This is why I love the wizard. This is wonderful to do my, oh, I like that green. Hey. Mock-ups for your customers. So I really like the tool. I always use a black shirt. And then I will take this design and I will copy it. Control C. So I have it. And then this I will export out. And I will call it Unique Color Mockup T. And it'll go to my pictures so that I can upload it to Etsy. It says exporting as a JPEG, which means it's going to go to my pictures folder. And then I will be able to upload it to Etsy. Hit OK. And that's done. So then I could close this out. I don't save the change. The last design there, that it will stay there. It makes it quick to close the file. When you're used to working on an Apple, Apple, Mac, whatever you want to call it. When it first came out, it was called the Mac, right? The Mac runs so much faster. This computer, I've had this computer for years. When I first got the Wizard, I started out with the free trial of the Wizard first. Try it out. And then I eventually moved on to purchase the Design Wizard along with the Corel Draw. Okay, finally. So now I will go and I will open my hoodie mock-up. Because with Etsy will only allow you to do so much. So I have a lot of garments. So I separate the t-shirts and the hoodies into two different listings. Because I also have hoodie dresses as well. You can check it out on my Etsy website, Fancy, as you can see with the two E's, Fancy Wardrobe. And so you see how the lines pop up for you to line it up. Let's move it over. Push it up a little bit. And as far as mock-ups, the Rhinestone world has its own, but you can also import your own. That's another video. You can import your own fonts as well. Wonderful, wonderful tool. And as you can see, like I said, my logo, my watermark, sits behind my design. And so all I got to do, because I already did on the first shirt, all I got to do is export this out. And I will call this Unique Color Mockup Hoodie. Export it out. And then we're done. And I'm not saving the changes so that it closes out early. So this is the first part, and I will keep this, I just keep it. I'll eventually delete it. Do I want to save changes? Yeah, because I changed it to simulated stones, right? Oh, I forgot to show you. Let's see, is this the colored one? This is the colored one. Okay, so let's go here. We can get rid of this one. Let's go over here. I didn't show you. Let's make sure that they're all still and they are. Okay, so now we're going to do the template for all these different colors. So you're going to do the stone overcut again and click on that. Why is that so small? Okay, I don't know why it did that. You had me nervous there a minute. Where did it go? Okay, let's undo that. Maybe with that ruler's there. Let's see what that's about. Why is that ruler there? Okay, I don't know what the system did, but there it is. So there's all the different colors. But remember the size. Huh, that's weird. Okay. It normally doesn't overlap over like that. But as you can see, all of these different colors. Let's just move this over away from the sheet. Or maybe it did it like that because 1, 2, 3, it's 5 templates. Now you can keep them like this because you can stack them on top of each other evenly so that they go in evenly. But because I've been doing this for so long, so you would have 5 10 by 7 3/4, right, in the length. If you go to all of them, they're all going to equal the same size, right? See, so that you can stack them on top of each other. But it's because of me being who I am, and that's a lot of, this is template paper. This is template paper, this is template paper. You'll be using a lot of templates. But for people that are new, and until you feel comfortable, do it that way. Me, I would size them down. Well, let me stop first and save it. And then today I'm only doing the one colored one because I'm not going to use up all of the template paper. And see, I would just do it like this to save myself template paper. And then, okay, this is too much paper. See, it'll even show you how to line them up around each other. Remember, this is template paper. Oh, what did I do? Undo that. This is template paper. Keep that in mind. And you'll understand once you begin to cut template paper how important it is to, and because these are all measured the same, right? Me personally, I don't try to cut them all at the same time. But because they're all the same size, you can stack them on top of each other. each box is going to be its own separate box. It's going to create the line around it, and you'll see that when I do the one colored one. Isn't that wonderful? And then you always pay attention when you get ready to line them up. All you got to do is refer back to your original design as to where to line these up at. So I will take them, highlight them all, and launch them to the cutter. As you can see over here, the height is 13.385. The width is only 10.85, and you know I showed you that mine measures out. I use this stuff won't move. Oh, registration marks. Come on, man. Now I gotta wait for this to finish and go back. I don't know how that clicked on that. It won't let me escape out. I can't hit the escape button to make it stop. So again, everybody's computer is different. You might be able to hit the escape button. Oh, so it did go. Oh, there it is. Oh, what happened? It disappeared. I guess I hit the escape button. Okay, the escape button, and it escaped. Okay. That was a first for me. I never did that before. Okay, so let's go back. Cut lines 3 was from the older version of Corel Draw that I had. I do believe I took it off of this computer. So I like the Corel Draw 2018. There's really no need to upgrade until I feel like I'm more proficient and have a need for it. Some people use the older version of Corel Draw. If it works for you, fine. So here we are. We have them all here, right? So the job size is 10.800, excuse me, and we have 11.071 space. So there you have it. Beautiful, beautiful. And I will save it like this because that's how I will cut it out. I won't use full sheets because all of that extra paper. But again, for people that are new and don't feel comfortable, you can layer each one of them on top of each other. You can, I'll come back with another video to show you how to make one rhinestone template stacked like this, right? Or to take each one of them and press them down individually onto the shirt. But for this video, I already saved that design. So for this video, come on, puppy. I saved this one, so wait, what is going on here? There's the one color. Okay, I was closing the wrong one. So we can close. Wait, let me cancel that. I like to save it. I thought I had already saved it. I like to save it first and then close it. So we can get rid of this puppy because we no longer need her. And we will take this one and send her to the cutter. And then I am going to go to the cutter and we are going to cut the design. And once we cut the design, then we're going to put it on a shirt. And there we are. We have the design. Me personally, I like to move it around. You can see on the end where it's going to cut, but I like to be able to see. I want to make sure. So it is there, ready to be cut. And as you can see, this is the measurements of my paper and my graph tech cutter. As you can see, there is the CE 6060 graph tech, and that is where it is going to cut. This is the actual job size, 10.732. That is the width. And the height is 7.646 in height. Like I said, you could change it around to cut it however you want to cut it. But the goal is to maximize. This will be your template paper. We don't want empty template paper. I mean, this is good for scraps if you're doing small kid rhinestone shirts, right? But the goal is to use it as wisely as you possibly can. So this is the only space that'll be left, which I reuse my template paper to put my design back on. I will show you that after I cut it. So, yeah. So there we have it. And we are going to go to... Okay, so now we are to the cutting part of this video. So as you can see, I have on a shirt. I am a doctorate student, going for a doctorate in educational leadership. So you see how I have it spelled out at the end. And the one that we're about to do, it is spread it out in the middle. So let's get busy. I left my stand to my graph tech in my storage in Michigan. So let's go ahead and show you how I load it. This is the floppy template. So just load it in. Sure, no issues back there. Load the paper. We're going to scan it by the front edge. It measures out to the 11.071 like I mentioned earlier. Let's just push that back. Okay. I always wait until I get ready to cut the design to plug in the cutter. I always set my origin just to be on the safe side. My setting is always set to my rhinestone settings because that's all I really use it for. If I'm cutting out some HGV, 9 times out of 10, it is glitter flake, so same settings. So we're going to go ahead and hit send. Here we go, people. Okay. So now what I like to do is that I always unplug my cutter, printer cord from the laptop. Scoot out the template paper a little bit. So for those that have a graph tech, my settings are, of course, this is a 60-degree blade. I have it set, the speed is at 30. The force is at 25, and then A2. So that's what I have it set at. So let's take it back in just a little bit. And then I have my weeder. You can get these from anywhere. It's just a little weeder. You can use a Cricut weeder that you can get. Of course, Hobby Lobby, anywhere where there are Cricut products. Because I have a Cricut one as well. This one came from Stars. This was my very first one. So we will go ahead, peel the design, and booyah. There you have it. Now there are a few holes that did not stay on the template paper. I normally have my tweezers, but I forgot them and I don't feel like going to get them, and there are just a few holes here. So I will take them and peel them off. Sometimes you have to walk away because there's so many holes, or even lay the template paper down to get ready to put the stones in to realize that there is still a circle. And I had a trash bag in here, but I threw it out already because it was already full of holes. So I will take it and set it here. And come back later to dispose of them. So right now we're waiting for the machine may already be heated up. I normally would go downstairs to we have several offices downstairs, but I didn't feel like traveling the Graph Tech in the wagon to do all of that. So I have me a small little office here. And so here we have the template. And then we will go and roll the stones in. I will take this paper. I can go ahead and turn this off. And see, this is what I mean about the extra space, which this is perfect for me because I'll show you how I reuse this to put my design back on. What better place to restore the sticky flop but what it actually came on? Because after a while, that backing will lose its sticking. So while they last for a nice while, it'll eventually, and so this is another piece of paper that I can use. And I have a Cricut board, that's a whole nother video. So what I'll do now is go ahead and take this part off. Stick those holes that I already had and just stick them on there like that. And voila, that's a quick cleanup. It is very sticky, that is why it is called sticky flop. And then I will show you how I take these off, and then I will place this back onto here once I'm done with it. So let's go ahead and go to the heat press. Okay, so we're now at the machine. Like I would normally take this down to the office, but I don't feel like doing all of that stuff. So here, you don't need to see me, you need to see what I'm doing. So here, we're going to start with, let's just move this out of the way. template paper here. I don't need any of this. What I do is that I use a squeegee, piece of paper towel, squeegee piece of paper towel, and I will go and push the holes. I find that if I use the rhinestone template paper, that the template loses its stickiness much quicker. And I learned that if I put it back on where it originally came from, it lasts longer. Much longer, actually. So it takes no more than a couple minutes to just scrape you take your time. I've been doing it for so long that I don't have dots popping all over the place. And to clean my squeegee, I have letter solvent removal that I will use a cotton ball and dab it and get all of the stickiness off of all of my tools, my tweezers. And voila, I've got all of the and then I still go through with the squeegee and scrape the template paper, because I find that when I stick it back on here and then I go to reuse the design, some of the rhinestones won't come up because the sticky block is so sticky. So I'm going to go and just make sure that I've scraped all of the stickiness that remain from me pushing the holes around. And then I'll take this, like I told you, solvent remover, letter removal that I have. You see, I feel the stickiness, so I'm gonna have to take and clean this as well, because this is where I stick. People that know me know I love table trays. So we'll set this to the side to clean it later. This is my bag where all of my holes are from previous. And so all this sticky stuff is on my hands, so I'm gonna wash my hands really quick. Found that works for me to get the stickiness off my hands is the Dawn. So Dawn loves to remove grease or anything sticky. And then I'm gonna set that to the side. Put our design. Lay it down. The crappiest sun pack tripod. It's a piece of crap. So we'll go up here in the cabinet, get some stones out. Do I want to use crystal stones? Why not? Or let's go with gold stones this go around. Let's find some gold stones. Let's go with the gold stones. Put this back up. Rhinestone scoop. Scooper. This is a painter's brush. Home Depot, Lowe's. Stone stuck in there. The more stones, the faster they will glide in. Just rub them around. Sometimes you can just roll them down and they'll fall right on in. I'm unique, baby. Ain't that the guy's name on the stars? Unique. I love to hear him talk with that New York accent. I love to hear New Yorkers talk. Lots of New Yorkers down here in the ATL. Just beautiful. They quickly rolled in, so that just shows you that I still got sticky stuff on this surface. It needs to be cleaned. So I would do that after the video. So the next video or the next order that I create, I realized that when I did my last Etsy order, that the majority of my stones wouldn't come up. Hopefully that's not the case this time. Got a different color stone here. And I'll just take, and see, because this has so much glue on it, it picked it right on up. And so many stones that sometimes you have to look away and come back and look again. Because there's still extra stones in your design. Let's go ahead and stick these on up. Here my background, they're building townhouses and houses across the street. all the mock-ups that I do for my Etsy website are always in my size because I wear them. And they're normally regular t-shirts, but we have a fitted shirt here. Normally don't wear fitted shirts because if you follow me on my Facebook page, Lisa Reynolds, I'm a 9-year breast cancer survivor. I have surgery on this side, so I don't care for wearing tight clothes anymore. Tight clothes are no longer a part of my wardrobe. So always preheat your garment 2-3 seconds. I'm only using this because I'm not going to transfer. I'm just transferring from the template to the... When you're putting it on fitted garments, you only go down 1 inch. T-shirts, you go down 3 to 3.5. And if the stones don't come up, you can reinforce and they'll come up. Lay it back on. Oh shoot. Popped out and jumped into the other circle. Back. Clown on me today. Sometimes rhinestones can piss you off. Give up. But you can't give up, people. Just rhinestones. Center it. Rhinestones, the machine set at 350, 15 seconds. This machine is an older machine. I have to hold it down. Had this machine for many years. Feel it hot. Get rid of this. Design. Put it back on the sticky flock. See how sticky it is? And it'll remain sticky because it's back where it loves to be. And booyah. People that are interested in me doing templates for them, you can reach out to me through the YouTube channel, or you can go to my Fancy Wardrobe, Fancy with 2 E's, F-A-N-C-E-E, Wardrobe. inbox me a message. If you'd like for me to do you a shirt, there's the unique. And so that is it for this video. So, you guys be blessed. Turn off the machine and peace. I'm out.